Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Exhibition Park Raceway. June the 4th, it's the fourth live card of harness racing here in the province of New Brunswick. Features on today's card two divisions of the New Brunswick Breeders' Stakes, 3-year-old pacing colts and fillies, and the Gary Shack Smith Memorial Final coming up in race number 7 today for a purse of $5,000. Today's races are conducted under the rules and regulations of the Atlantic Provinces Harness Racing Commission. Today's judges are Mr. Bob Wallace, Mr. Ed Smith, and Mr. Kevin Kroll. We do have a few changes on the card this afternoon. We'll go through them now for you if you want to grab your programs. First change in race number 1 is an equipment change on the 3-horse Elm Grove Quest. Elm Grove Quest is going from a hood with cups to a closed bridle. Put a closed bridle on number 3, Elm Grove Quest today in race number 1, the first division of the New Brunswick Breeders' Stake. No changes in race 2. Race 3, unfortunately, we have 2 scratches. Take out horse 4, Ultimately Handsome Sick, and horse 5, Fall Bliss. 2 scratches due to sickness. Horses 4, Ultimately Handsome, and horse 5, Fall Bliss, have been scratched in race number 3. That will change the pair mutuals in race 3. There will be Win Exactor and Pick 5 wagering only. We have Win Exactor and Pick 5. They will be your betting features today in race number 3. There is a carryover in today's Pick 5, about $250 going to be added to the pool. Therefore, we are guaranteeing the total pool today at $1,000. Guarantee a total of $1,000 up for grabs today in the Pick 5 pool. And that starts in race number 3, where we only have 3 starters. So hopefully most of us will get into race the second leg as well. No changes in race number 4. Races 4 and 5 will go as programmed. Race number 6, Montrose Hope. He's taking off the Murphy blind. Remove the Murphy blind from number 2, Montrose Hope, in race number 6. And in race number 7, Joe's Beauty has an added line. Joe's Beauty raced at Bangor on January the 1st. She left from the 6th hole. At the top of the stretch, Joe's Beauty shows being off stride at the wire. She was second, placed 5th for a lapped on break. The race went in 158 flat. Joe's Beauty personally timed 158 and 2. So once again, Joe's Beauty did race at Bangor on June the 1st. She left from the 6th hole. She was second at the wire, but they placed her 5th for a lapped on break. She paced her own mile in 158 and 2. That's the added line for Joe's Beauty in race number 7. One other change in race number 7, the horse number 3, Bugger Max. He's a bridle change today. He's going from cheek rolls to a blind bridle. Put a blind bridle on number 3, Bugger Max, in race number 7, the Gary Smith Shack Memorial. Those are the changes that we have so far on this afternoon's card. 50-50 tickets available today. As usual, the pool is guaranteed at a minimum $100. It's $5 to get in on the 50-50. You can get it at any pair of mutual sellers here this afternoon. Note to all horsemen, week 2 purse checks are out. I'll be on the backstretch in a few moments' time to pass those out to anybody who has not already picked them up. Week 2 purse checks are out today here at Exhibition Park. Starting fees are due on the backstretch. Anyone in the New Brunswick Breeders today, $300 starting fee is due. Please see Sam Hodgen. See the paddock judge on the backstretch, Sam Hodgen. He'll collect the starting fees today. Any checks, please make it out to the Atlantic Provinces Harness Racing Commission. All checks for starting fees made out to the Atlantic Provinces Harness Racing Commission. Post time for the first today is set to go at 1 p.m.
Test 1, 2, 3, test. The parimutuel windows for race number 1 are now open and selling. Parimutuel windows for race number 1 are now open and selling. 37 minutes now to post for race number 1. Again, parimutuel windows now open and selling. And coming up on 20 minutes for wagering on race number 1, our first of 7 live races on this afternoon's race card. And just before we begin today's action, ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, we would please ask you to stand for the playing of O Canada.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Exhibition Park Raceway on this Saturday afternoon, June the 4th. Curtis Johnson joined with Scott Waddell again here as always. Scotty, we got a 7-pack live action here this afternoon. Weather cooperating a little bit more than it has for us the last couple weeks, so should be a nice day of racing overall.
Yeah, actually, nice day here today. We got the fresh smell of the barbecue going on here with Colleen Clancy, so glad to see her out here this afternoon. But yeah, a fantastic day here today. 7 great dashes coming ahead, and of course 2 New Brunswick breeder stakes this afternoon for 3-year-olds, and also we get a nice $2,600 feature as well today, Curtis, on today's card, and of course the final of the Gary Shack Smith Memorial Series coming up as race number 7 today, going for a purse of $5,000. So a great card coming up starting at 1 o'clock. We got about 19 minutes to post.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be a great day here.
Yeah.
Mentioned those 2 MB breeders. Going to be some happy folks today. Everybody's going to be going away with a piece of the pie here this
nice
afternoon.
Piece of change.
Of course, we got $4,900 in the first race in the Philly division. Kickstart My Heart, KC Starlight, Elm Grove Quest, the 3 to settle that one. In the second race, Brumby comes back to EPR. He's got a great record here. Theodore J. Down. Frivolous Appeal comes back. He raced here last fall. He's back today to take a shot at the $5,200, and of course, local big time brawler. So yeah, so everybody's going to get a nice check to go home with today. And speaking of nice checks, everybody's going to get a chunk of that last race, Scotty, in the Gary Shack Smith Memorial Final, Field 5, same 5 that contested last week, back going this week for the $5,000, and of course, Well Did. Coming off his dominant win will obviously be the favorite in the public's eyes.
Yeah, he's definitely the one to beat. He's got post position number 4 today. He had the outside last week and didn't seem to really matter for him. He got the front, was in total control. That mile 2:01 last week for Paul Angel. And yeah, so he's got his he's got the best shot, I think, in there, and he's got some Bugger Max raced extremely well last week rather, and he'll be looking to get a good piece of the action as well. But nice payday for race number 7, $5,000 purse. But Well Did, the one to beat in race 7, Kurt.
Yes, and you had mentioned race 6, Scotty, the $2,600 purse.
Yeah,
we'll say,
nice race.
for the aged horses, for the top class, we'll say. And the great field of 6 to contest this event. Everybody's got a shot at it today. Frontier Cruise, Montrose Hope, Father of the Year, Hunger Pangs, Woodmere Ideal Art, and American Risk comes to town. And of course, he's been nothing short of spectacular this year, Scotty, just beating them each and every week down in Truro.
Yeah, I had a chance to correspond there with Andrea this week, and the Risky Business Group, who just love this horse, and why not? I mean, they've had great success. Got him for 10 grand out of Ontario there back a couple years back, and last year had 10 wins and 26 starts, 53-4 over in Charlottetown, 4 for 4 this year, and just a great story. So American Risk, Todd Treit's back in action. And of course, Todd has great success here at Exhibition Park Raceway, and he'll get the call on American Risk from post 6. But he's got his work cut out for him, Kurt. Pretty good field in here, and he's got the outside post. So I don't know. We got Woodmere Ideal Art returning to the races as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's coming off a qualifier right here at EPR last week in 2:03 flat over the good track. Definitely has the credentials. Just a question of whether he's ready to rumble. But no, it's a good mix. You got the horse from Churros we just talked about, Woodmere Ideal Art, back into the races. Our local horses, Frontier Cruise, Montrose Hope, Father of the Year. Of course, Frontier Cruise had won first 2 events this year. He was third last week from off the pace, moves back into rail control, so that'll be interesting for him. Father of the Year coming off a win.
Yep.
In the Island Shipper, Hunger Pangs out of the Blaine McKenna stable, Dale Spence in the bike, and this horse, he definitely has the credentials as well, as you can see right on his page. Last November, rattling off a win in 154-4 in Charlottetown.
Yeah, real nice racehorse, and that's a wide open race. Like you say, you've got American Risk, but he does have that outside post, and it's going to be a dandy race, and race number 6 of 7. So looking forward to that one.
Action and excitement all day long here at Exhibition Park. 7 live races, simulcast galore all this afternoon. And this evening, of course, Scott had mentioned the barbecue. Colleen Clancy is here selling some barbecue. We can smell it. It's only about 30 feet from where we're at. And I'm telling you, she's got her cranking up out there. You can smell the charcoal. Come down, get a hamburger, hot dog, sausage. I'm going to try to sneak in there sometime and get one for myself. I might have to do a pre-order.
Yeah, they're lined up here right
smelling
now.
Good. My young fellow and my mother both have already sampled the cuisine there, and
Yeah,
gets 2 thumbs up. So definitely come down, support Colleen. She's got a great barbecue going on here this afternoon. Of course, 50-50 tickets on sale as always. Scott Bernard going around selling. And you can also buy tickets, $5 each, from any of your ticket sellers. Guaranteed prize of $100 on that one. It's been getting over the 100 mark each of the first 3 weeks, so that's good to be back in action. Again, glad to have you all here today. If you're here with us out front in your vehicles, you can tune in on 98.3 to hear the broadcast. And as well, you don't even got to get out of your vehicle to bet. You can bet on HPIBet.com, or of course here at our self-serve machines upstairs, or our ticket sellers, or right down here in the booth right next to us, right next to that barbecue. 14 minutes to post now in race number 1. NIMBY Breeders' first race will be out. 3 starters to contest that event. They'll be on track probably in about 6 or 7 minutes. And as soon as they do, Scotty, I'll come back and do a little handicapping for you and get this day started. Oh, and we forgot to mention the pick 5, Scotty. How can we forget about that? That kicks off in race number 3 this afternoon. Yep. We got a slight carryover from last week, $250, I believe, carried over, as Brock mentioned earlier. We're going to have a guaranteed total pool of $1,000 today on that one. And people, you've got a couple races to get in on that action, because it starts in race 3 right through the end of the program, races 3 through 7. So yeah, get your handicapping going. I was kind of looking at it last night, Scotty. You got a couple of scratches early, might make the ticket a little cheaper, so people can get in that first leg. There's only 3 in it. You might be able to get it kick started. So again, that's a carryover today. Guaranteed total pool of $1,000. That starts in race number 3. So yeah, we'll be back shortly in a few minutes to take a look at the first race.
Coming up to 5 minutes now on wagering for race number 1. There's our handicapping selections, and all of us 2-3-1. So popular right across the board. 2-3-1 here in the first. And the starters should be out momentarily. And right now, the 1-9 chalk is number 2 here in the first race, KC Starlight. And the second choice being number 3, Elm Grove Quest. Todd Treitz aboard this afternoon, and no tickets sold as of yet on number 1, Kickstart My Heart. So again, the starters for race number 1, they'll be on the track in just a moment for post parade of the New Brunswick Breeder Stake 3-year-old pacing fillies. It's the second leg, $4,900 purse.
The horses and the drivers for race number 1 are now on to the racetrack for the post parade. Race 1 is the first division of the New Brunswick Breeders' Stake. It's leg 2 for the 3-year-old pacing fillies. They're going for a purse of $4,900. Daily double, exactor, and win wagering are your only betting features here in race number 1. Number 1, Kickstart My Heart, owned by the Ultimate Stable and Madonna Morrison of New Brunswick. Sifwa Melanson does the training. John Davidson will do the driving from the rail. Number 1, Kickstart My Heart. Number 2, KC Starlight. She's owned by Don Bishop, Bruce McDonald, Charlie Miles of Fredericton, New Brunswick. Charlie Miles does the training. Stephen Treitz is in the sulky from post 2, KC's Starlight. Rounding out the field from post 3 is Elm Grove Quest, is owned by Norm Legier of Shediac and Al Jones of Riverview. Al does the training. Todd Treitz is here to drive this afternoon from post 3, Elm Grove Quest. Just 3 fillies to contest race number 1, going for a purse of $4,900. Your betting features here in race number 1 are daily double, exactor, and win wagering. Take a shot here on race number 1. Don't forget to look ahead in your programs to race number 3. That is the start of the Pick 5 this afternoon, races 3 through 7. Scratch down to a field of 3 in race number 3 as horses 4 and 5 are out due to sickness. Good start to get the first leg of the Pick 5 in race number 3. Make sure you try your luck today. It is at a guaranteed total pool of $1,000 in the Pick 5 here this afternoon.
And the starters on track for our first race of the afternoon. MB Breeders 3-year-old filly division. Going for $4,900 on screen now. KC's Starlight. And Scotty, as I mentioned in the write-ups, I think this is pretty much her race to lose.
Yeah, definitely.
I know anything can happen in a horse race, but you look the way she's come back this season, starting her 3-year-old year. She was a winner in the MB Breeders back on May 14th, wire to wire in 201. Then she raced the Bremner, finished a good 4th in that one, 2 minutes and 3/5, closed it out 28-3 against some nice fillies. Ultimate Long Shot, Mystical Gal, Woodmere Jazz, and then she went to Summerside last week, PEI Colt Stakes, another nice 4th place finish for, paced her fastest mile of the season thus far in 157-3, another nice closer in 28-2. So she looks to be back sharp here for a 3-year-old season, and of course with the short horse field, I think like I mentioned, I think this is her race to lose.
Yeah, I think so as well, Curtis. I think Stevie's going to try and get the front with her here and keep her out of trouble with the rest of them and just do her thing. But nice filly here, Don Bishop, Bruce McDonald, Charlie Miles. He does a great job with the youngsters, getting them to the races, and he's had some good luck. We've seen it with Little Manny and seeing it with this filly now. So really like her in here. Stephen Treitz aboard this daughter of Source of Pride, the Western Hanover mare, All-American Shayna, and post number 2. And the big bettor's choice, of course, Kurt. I think she'll probably end off going off at 1-9, but certainly the top choice here, number 2, KC Starlight and Stephen Treitz.
Next door neighbor, Elm Grove Quest, we threw him for second in this one. Alan Jones 3-year-old filly, the daughter of Roll with It Harry, comes in. She was second last week here at EPR, paced a mile 2:04.4. She looks to be pretty solidly pacing 2:4 this season. She was a third in a division of the MB Breeders here on May the 14th. Of course, Todd Treitz is here, as Brock mentioned, here to drive. We were talking about him earlier with catching the drive on American Risk. Good to see Todd back driving. I think I seen online that he's on a little break, I believe. 9 weeks or vacay for 8 or 9 weeks. So looking forward, we'll probably see Todd doing the Maritime Circuit. So it's great to have him in the race bike driving. I believe he's coming up in the Drivers' Challenge too on the island, isn't he, representing New Brunswick?
Yes, he is.
I believe, which is happening next week, maybe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But anyway, good to
14th,
see.
I think
14th,
it is,
So good to see Todd back in the bike here. Of course, one of the top drivers around the Maritimes. Good to see him as always. So I think we'll throw him in for the 2 spot there, Scotty. I think we all agreed that just like top of the page, 2-3-1 seems to be the way everybody's going.
That's pretty much the consensus. But nice to see Todd back. He always joked that have whip will travel.
That's right.
And, he used to do a lot of traveling around the Maritimes, and he's back here with us today. He's won the Dash Crown here at EPR many, many times. So nice to see him back, and they're getting set on the backstretch. So your last chance here in the first.
Starters are gathering behind the gate. Race number 1, MB Breeders, 3-year-old fillies, 7 dash card at EPR starts right now. We'll send it upstairs to Brock McEachran with the race call.
Thanks, Kurt. Time to kick off a great Saturday afternoon here at Exhibition Park. It's the New Brunswick Breeders 3-year-old filly division, $4,900 about to be dealt out. From the inside out, we've got Kickstart My Heart and John Davidson. KC Starlight, Stephen Treitz outside. Elm Grove Quest and Todd Treitz. Field of 3. New Brunswick Breeders filly division. Here they come. There they go. Off-hand pacing. Great start. KC Starlight inside. Outside Elm Grove Quest. The Treitz brothers quick off the gate. These two into the first turn. KC Starlight wants command of the racetrack. She has it now for Stephen Treitz. Elm Grove Quest will now bide her time into the pocket. Right up with them in third, that's Kickstart My Heart. Only 3 in them. No need for too much speed en route to the opening quarter, as Treitz will now tap the brakes with KC Starlight, 3-year-old daughter of Source of Pride. She is in command of the racetrack by the opening quarter. KC Starlight had them there 30-4 by the opening quarter. Elm Grove Quest right on her helmet in second. Kickstart My Heart studies things from third. No action yet as they roll by 3/8. Get set to come in front of the fans the first time around. This is KC Starlight fronting the field. Right there, second, Elm Grove Quest. Kickstart My Heart, still third. Second verse, same as the first. No movement yet. Halfway home, KC Starlight got them there. Leisurely 102-2. KC Starlight in complete control. Elm Grove Quest is the closest to her in second. Kickstart My Heart needs to kick up a little bit more from third as they roll to the 5/8. It's still KC Starlight. When will Elm Grove Quest try her? She's right there in second. Kickstart My Heart still third. The pace has quickened on to 3/4. KC Starlight, Treitz not wanting to see her get out sprinted. He's asked the filly now by 3/4. She starts to roll along. KC Starlight 132-2. That was 30 seconds even in the third, but it didn't shake. Elm Grove Quest, she's right there and up to the leader's wheels. The Treitz brothers will settle this one in the stretch. Kickstart My Heart's got third wrapped up. Down the stretch they come. KC Starlight. Elm Grove Quest on the outside's coming to her. KC Starlight on the inside. Oh, Treitz was just playing. She's got lots left at the line. KC Starlight won it. Elm Grove Quest was second. Kickstart My Heart, she will be third. Time for the mile. Sharp trip, 2:02-1.
And just what we expected here in race number 1. Number 2, KC Starlight, and Stephen Treitz went right to the front here. Quarter 30-4 the half, 102-2. Third quarter, 30 seconds of 132-2. And Elm Grove Quest raced really, really well here this afternoon, set right on his back. And Todd Treitz in the driver's seat. You see he angled her out through the home stretch. And brother Stephen just looking over his shoulder there in the home stretch. and she's showing her heels to the field here as KC Starlight digs in. Elm Grove Quest gets the deuce here in race number 1. And a nice trip here, 2-2 and change for KC Starlight. And driver Stephen Trites for owner Don Bishop, Bruce McDonald, Charlie Miles, who trains. And for the filly, it's her 4th lifetime win from 11 lifetime starts. And we'll have her back in the winner's circle in just a moment for the blanket for her win here in the second leg of the New Brunswick Breeders for 3-year-old pacing fillies, a $4,900 purse. Congratulations to the Connections. And don't forget to get in on the barbecue happening down here by the judges' stand. All kinds of hamburgers and hot dogs and sausages. So come on down and get your barbecue fix here today.
Now making her way back in front of the fans comes the winner of race number 1, the second leg of the New Brunswick Breeders' Stake for 3-year-old pacing fillies. It's the 2-entry KC Starlight. She is a 3-year-old daughter of Source of Pride from the Western Hanover mare, All-American Cheyenne. Owned by Don Bishop, Bruce McDonald, and Charlie Miles of Fredericton. Charlie does the training. Stephen Trites does the driving for KC Starlight. This is a sweep of both legs into the Brunswick Breeders' Stake for her. She got the first one and the second one. She'll be back October 15th, hopefully for the final. She looks like the early favorite. 3-year-old finals this year set to go October 15th here at Exhibition Park. Both finals this year should reach over $10,000. So she has that to look forward to at the end of the stakes season, but a lot to go in between. So good luck to her. Congratulations to the Connections, Donnie Bishop, Bruce McDonald, Charlie Miles, Stephen Trites, and KC Starlight. She is a New Brunswick bred filly, bred right here by Avril Hunter, and good to see Avril out in the winner's circle here this afternoon with his New Brunswick bred filly. Congratulations. Race number 1 is headed official, folks. Race 1 going official. Note from the judges, they did review pylons on horse 3. Elm Grove Quest at the 3/8. Elm Grove Quest was inside one pylon and over the second. Therefore, no violations here in race number 1. Results stand as posted. Your results of race number 1, Kickstart My Heart was third. 2, KC Starlight, your race winner. 3, Elm Grove Quest was second. Fractions, quarter was up 30 and 4. Half, 102 and 2. 3/4, 132 and 2. Mile time for your winner, number 2, KC Starlight, 202 and 1.
And we have 9 minutes now to race number 2. 9 minutes to the second race. And there are the handicapper selections on your monitors. Number 3, Frivolous Appeal, I've went with. Over number 1, Brumby. And then for third, Big Time Brawler. And Kurt and Gerard both going with Brumby to win over number 3, Frivolous Appeal. And then the 4, Big Time Brawler. So again, 9 minutes to post here in race number 2. And this is the Colt division, the second leg of the NB Breeder Stake. Win in place win wagering along with exactor and triactor betting. So exactor, triactor betting here on race number 2. And as we had mentioned previously, don't forget our pick 5 today starts in race number 3 with a pool over $1,000 today. So again, the pick 5 starts as race number 3, and we do have 2 scratches in the third race if you're just arriving with us. Number 4, Ultimately Handsome, the 4, and Fall Bliss, the 5, Will Not Go. So again, just the 3 starters in the third race in the first leg of your pick 5. And again, that starts today after race number 3. Starters leaving the barn area. Post parade is coming up next.
Race number 2, the second division of the New Brunswick Breeder Stake. This one for 3-year-old pacing colts is now on the post parade. There's number 1, Brumby. He's owned by 5 guys, Horses and Lies of Charlottetown. Jamie Smith does the training. Adam Merner's here for the drive from the rail. Brumby. 2, Theodore J. Down. He's owned by Steve Downey of Quispam Sis, New Brunswick. Steve Mason does the training. He will do the driving from post 2, Theodore J. Down. Number 3, Frivolous Appeal, owned by Susan McKeegan of Albert Bridge, Nova Scotia. Trained by Blaine McKenna. Dale Spence will do the driving from post 3, Frivolous Appeal. Number 4, Big Time Brawler, owned by Dr. Mitchell Downey of St. John, New Brunswick. Ellen Stevenson does the training. Mike Downey will do the driving from post 4, Big Time Brawler. These are the 4 New Brunswick bred colts to contest the New Brunswick Breeder Stakes, going for a purse of $5,200. Exactor, triactor, win wagering here in race number 2. No place and show, but there is win wagering, exactor, triactor here in race number 2.
Now starters on track for the second race of the afternoon. Field of 4 to contest the event. 3-year-old colt division of the MB Breeders, and on screen now, top selection, Brumby. Brumby comes into this race off of a scratch in Summerside last week in the PEI Colt Stakes. Back in to go this week. As I mentioned in the write-up, Scotty, this horse definitely likes EPR. He's got a good record over here. And Adam Merner's here to drive today. And I think with rail control, he's definitely one of the top contenders here in the MB Breeders 3-year-old colt division.
Yeah, there you see him on your monitors there now, and he's got post 1 and just loves to front run. He's got the good post to work with. The last time we seen him here, he actually didn't get the front. He set the 2 hole most of the way, but the start before that here at EPR 1:59 the back half and 59 seconds flat. Looked super that day for driver Mark Bradley on that occasion. Adam Murner drove him last start here at Exhibition Park Raceway. Finished second that day all the way to Cardigan. And he's got the favorable post here today. So they're going to have to get around him to get control. And I think with Adam Murner in the bike here with post one, I think he's going to try and control the fractions here, Kurt. And he's going to be tough to beat here. Brumby, there you see him on your monitors right now. And he's the better's choice right now at 1-5.
Yes, indeed. He's looking good at 1-5. Definitely the public's choice in here with 3 minutes to go. And second selection, I don't know if we agreed on this one too, not Scotty, but Frivolous Appeal. This one I put in for the deuce today comes here to EPR off of a second Summerside and PEI Colt Stakes last week. Paced a mile 1:58.3. For trainer Blaine McKenna. Dale Spence back to town again today, and he will be driving. He's driven this horse's couple starts that he's had this season. He also qualified him on a nice fast qualifier in Summerside on May the 15th of 1:57.4. There's no question he's got some speed in him for sure. So the son of He's Watching. So we'll see what kind of trip that Dale works out for him, but he could definitely challenge Brumby if everything works out the right way.
Yeah, he's had 2 starts back so far this year, and he's got roughed up in both of them. And first start back there, got parked pretty good and still got the win 2 minutes. And then last week, got parked every step of the way, nose in front at the 3/4 marker, and then made the break off the turn for home, but still closed to within half a length, the mile 1:58.3. So he went a super trip last week, and it's his third start back this season, and he could be the one. If anybody's going to knock off Brumby, it's going to be number 3, I think. Frivolous Appeal. Blaine McKenna trains, owned by Susan McKeegan of Albert Bridge, Nova Scotia, and Dale Spence, no stranger to the winner's circle here at Exhibition Park Raceway. And right now you're getting 2-1 odds on number 3, Frivolous Appeal.
Went to the outside, the Big Time Brawler. The local horse put him in for the third. He raced in Summerside as well in PEI Colt Stakes last week. Finished nice fourth, paced nice mile 1:59 flat. I left from the 5 holes, sat the trip on that occasion. Was only beat length of 3/4 for it all. And he has post 4 to work with today, so we'll see what the veteran Mike Downey works out for him. But there's no question, he's got a high top 3 percentage. And, with only 4 in there, we'll see where Mike gets him spotted. But there's no question that you never know if anybody could be looking to play Giant Killer to those top 2 selections. Could be this fellow, Scotty.
Yeah, he raced good there. His first start back of the season here at Exhibition Park when he was second to Brumby. He sat right on his coattails most of the mile. He was 5 lengths off at the end, but a lot tighter now. And like you say, he could be an upset play for those of you who want to take a shot. He's 6-1.
Starters are gathering around the backstretch for 4 3-year-olds to contest this event. The NB Breeders for 3-year-old Colts Leg 2, purse of $5,200. Moving in behind the gate, wings open, wheels are rolling. Send it upstairs once again to Brock with the race call.
Horses and drivers for race number 2 are now in control of the starter. Race 2 is the New Brunswick Breeders' Stake for 3-year-old pacing colts. $5,200 is on the line. From the rail out, we have Brumby with Adam Murner, Theodore J. Down, and Steve Mason. Frivolous Appeal with Dale Spence outside, Big Time Brawler, and Mike Downey. Field of 4, pacing colts, New Brunswick Breeders' Stakes. Here they come. There they go, off and pacing, good start, Frivolous Appeal, center of the track from the inside, that's Brumby. Big Time Brawler gets away from third, Theodore J. Down with a slow start. As they roll into the first turn, that is Brumby and Adam Murner. They have command of the racetrack. Frivolous Appeal, little fancy step in there. He'll now slide into the 2-hole. Big Time Brawler studies things from third. Theodore J. Down has fourth. The field starts to tighten up a little bit as Murner taps the brakes on Brumby. En route to the opening quarter, Brumby's in command. Frivolous Appeal's the closest to him in second. The quarter came up 20 59 and 3 for Brumby. Right there, second, Frivolous Appeal. Big Time Brawler studying them from third. Theodore J. Down can see them all. He's at the back as the horses come in front of the fans first time around. Brumby's under tight lines to Adam Murner. This 3-year-old colt by Pang Shui. He's halfway home and looking for the sweep here in the New Brunswick Breeders. He was a winner in the first leg, and he's halfway home here in the second. Brumby had them there 59 and 2. Nice fractions here laid down by Brumby. Frivolous Appeals got him in his sights, though, in second. Big Time Brawlers right on the helmet in third. Theodore J. Down needs to do a little more from fourth as they go down the backside. Murner tapped the tail on Brumby. He gave him another length and a half. On the inside, Frivolous Appeal still second. Big Time Brawlers off the rail. He's now third, battling for second. The Pacers roll by 3/4. Brumby had them there. 129 and 1 for Brumby. On the outside, Big Time Brawler. He's battling with Frivolous Appeal for second as they roll around the far turn. Brumby tries to see it through. On the inside, Frivolous Appeal's trying to find more from second. Big Time Brawler still there third. Down the stretch they come. Brumby. Murner's gone to work. Frivolous Appeal is closing, and he's coming fast at the wire for spins. Frivolous Appeal up in time. He nailed Brumby on the wire. Third goes to Big Time Brawler. Time for the mile. 2 minutes flat. Frivolous Appeal.
And Dale Spence gets up in the final as Brumby had them 29 and 3, 59 and 2, 129 and 1. There you see in the home stretch, Murner going to work on him. And Frivolous Appeal, as Brock had mentioned, was choppy most of the mile, but Dale did a great job to keep him in contention there and gets up in the final strides. This fella all kinds of speed. And there you see him, Frivolous Appeal on the outside over Brumby. And then for third, it was Big Time Brawler. So unofficially 3-1-4 here in the New Brunswick Breeder Stakes. 3-year-old colts, the second leg, purse of $5,200. And we'll have the winner back to the winner circle in just a few moments.
Now making his way back in front of the fans comes the winner of race number 2, the New Brunswick Breeder Stakes for 3-year-old pacing colts. It's the 3-entry Frivolous Appeal. He's a 3-year-old gelded son of He's Watching from the Western Hanover mare Flaming Diablo. He's owned by Susan McKeegan of Albert Bridge, Nova Scotia, trained by Blaine McKenna. Driven to victory by Dale Spence. That was a finesse drive from Spence there. Frivolous Appeal scores today 2 minutes flat. He captures the New Brunswick Breeder Stakes for 3-year-old pacing colts. The colt is bred by Reg Pettipaw of New Brunswick and Dan Beliveau. I believe he was raised at Charlotte Ranch, the Mueller Farm. Congratulations to the connections, Frivolous Appeal, Susan McKeegan, Blaine McKenna, Dale Spence, on capturing the New Brunswick Breeders for 3-year-old pacing colts. Race 2 is headed official. Race 2 going official. 3, Frivolous Appeal, your race winner. 1, Brumby was second. 4, Big Time Brawler was third. And the 2, Theodore J. Down was second. Fractions for race number 2, quarter 29 and 3, half 59 and 2, 3/4 129 and 1. Mile time for your winner, number 3, Frivolous Appeal, 2 minutes flat. He returned $3.20 to win. Your daily double, 2-3, the winning combination, $5.10. $2 triactor, 3-1-4, the winning combo, $10 even on your try. $2 exactor, that was the pay. 3-1 exactor, $17.30. Takes us over to race number 3, where we do have a couple of changes. Scratch the 4 and the 5 due to sickness. Parimutuel pools, we have a win pool, win exactor, and the pick 5. Just the win exactor and pick 5 wagering here in race number 3. The pick 5 does have a carryover here this afternoon. We are guaranteeing the total pool at $1,000. Total pool guarantee of $1,000 in the pick 5 here this afternoon. It starts right here in race number 3. Attention, ladies and gentlemen, for the benefit of the late arrivals, we will go over any of the existing program changes that are still left on this afternoon's card. So upcoming here in race number 3, we have a scratch of the 4 and the 5 horse, both due to sickness. Race 4 is going to go as programmed. Race 5 goes as programmed. Race 6 had an equipment change to Montrose Hope. He is removing the Murphy blind today. And we had a couple changes in race number 7. An equipment change on the 3 Bugger Max. He's going from side rolls to a blind bridle. And I guess the most important change on the day is the missing line on horse number 1, Joe's Beauty, in race number 7. Joe's Beauty did race at Bangor Raceway. This line was previously announced. He raced on June the 1st, started from post 6. She was second at the wire, but placed 5th and off stride for a lapped-on break. Joe's Beauty off stride at the wire and placed second, place 5th for the lapped-on break June 1st at Bangor Raceway. The race went 158 flat. Joe's Beauty was personally timed 158 and 2. That is the added line on horse number 1, Joe's Beauty, in race number 7 today. That is the Gary Shack Smith Memorial Final, going for a purse of $5,000. It's also leg 5 of the pick 5 here this afternoon. So make sure you get in on the pick 5 here this afternoon. They are the changes that we have on the card. Don't forget about the 50-50 draw this afternoon. Make sure you grab a ticket at any of the parimutuel sellers here this afternoon. Plus, Mr. Scott Bernard is around through the parking lot on the backstretch selling tickets to anyone who can't make it up to the mutuals. Please support the 50-50 draw here today for the SBOA. The horses and the drivers for race number 3 are now on to the racetrack for the post parade. Race 3 goes for a purse of $2,100. Exactor Win and Pick 5 are your betting features here in race number 3. Number 1 is Electric Sill, owned by Andrea Renison and Clarissa Mahar of Lower Sackville, Nova Scotia. George Renison does the training. Ryder Renison will do the driving from the rail at Electric Sill. Number 2 is Emperor. He's owned by Jeff Lewis of Moncton, New Brunswick. Jeff does the training. He will do the driving from post 2, Emperor. And rounding out the field from post 3 is That's Some Plan, not racing on the medication Lasix today, removing Lasix for the 3, That's Some Plan. He's owned by Bob McNeil of St. John, New Brunswick. Bob does the training. Stephen Treitz will do the driving from post 3, That's Some Plan. Horses 4 and 5, Ultimately Handsome and Fall Bliss, have been scratched due to sickness. So just 3 here to go in race number 3. But it is the start of the Pick 5, ladies and gentlemen. Guaranteed total pool of $1,000 in the Pick 5 this afternoon. You only got to pick the winner of race number 3 to get to the next leg, but you need all 5 to cash here this afternoon. So make sure you take this opportunity to play the Pick 5 at Exhibition Park.
And with starters on track for our third race of the afternoon, scratch down to a field of 3, and as Brock mentioned, Scotty, start of the Pick 5.
Yep.
And, you can get them all here. You could push the all button, kind of get you away a little cheaper than normally pushing the all button because you've only got 3 in here. But
exactly,
if I had to zero down on one to keep the ticket a little cheaper, I think I'm going to go with Emperor to get the job done here out of these 3. He's on screen now. The 9-year-old son of Ponder races for Jeff Lewis, who is the driver, trainer, owner of this horse, and he's been kind of just slowly getting back into the mode here for the season. He finished 6th in his first start, then he was 3rd the next week, pacing 2:01. He was a runner-up, finished to JJ Brienne, be it a few lengths back, but still finished 2nd. And I think that this fellow's just getting a little better each and every week. He finally gets an inside draw. He hasn't drawn the post this good since basically last fall. So I think that maybe everything will just might just line up for Jeff, the star pupil here today, Emperor.
Yeah, no, I like the more favorable post for him here today. He's got post position number 2 and 1-2 right now on the board. But what a nice horse this guy is. 9 years old now, son of Ponder. He's got 27 lifetime wins, 92,000 earned in the bank, and Jeff has done an outstanding job with this fella and had a career year last year, 54-2, that big mile over in Summerside. We all remember that. But I'm with you. I think he'll find his footing here today, and he's got an improved post, and like he should be, he's a favorite right now, Kurt, at 1-2. Number 2, Emperor here in the third.
Had to make some adjustment to the picks with the scratches, as my second and third place selections both were scratched in this race. So going to go to That's Some Plan. Going to throw him in for the deuce here this afternoon. The 3-horse races for Team McNeil. Stephen Treitz is aboard, as you can see him on screen now. Of course, we already seen Stephen in the winner's circle in race 1 was Casey Starlight. See if he can get a double on today's program. The veteran son of some beach somewhere comes in off of a 4th place finish here at EPR last week to Pickpocket Princess, Fall Bliss, and Salisbrook Ocean. He set the fractions in that one, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Whether it's I know there's only 3 in there, only so many spots you can sit. So whether it's going to be an early start approach or for Stephen to take him back. So I guess we'll see that behind the gate. But definitely, he's got the class behind him. 28-time winner, approaching 250 lifetime starts, over 168,000 in the bank. So I'm gonna slide him up to the 2 spot here, Scotty.
Yeah, That's Some Plan. He should be. I think Stephen will try and get him in the 2-hole, but he's got a horse on the rail that likes to leave too, so it should be interesting into the first turn. But this horse pretty much racing in the same class. He was on top there his last start until the half, and just kind of tired late. Charted a mile in 2:05 and 1, and start before that raced in Bangor, charted in 59 and 4, and right now, Kurt, 7-5 on number 3. That's Some Plan for Team McNeil, and 7-5 right now. You're still getting on That's Some Plan.
You mentioned the rail starter, Scotty. Electric Sill. We're talking about veteran pacers. Well, definitely this fella fits that mode for sure. 14-year-old son of Electric Stena comes in today, racing out of the George Renison stable. He's got 1 start under his belt so far this year, May 27th in Truro. finishes 6th place, 5th, paced in 2:01 and 1:29 and 2 on the end. Definitely classy veteran. His next win, he gets one this year, will be his 50th lifetime, which will be a great milestone for this horse. For sure, he's been around for a lot of years.
Yeah,
I know he's had a lot of success in the Maritimes. There was a time there during Old Home Week, he was always over in the island. He always came to life and always had some good performances over on those occasions. I remember. So he's got the rail today. Ryder Renison will drive, and rail control. The veteran knows how to get her done. So we'll see what he does here. And again, very tight. Everybody's taking some money. Maybe we'll have to go all in that pick 5, Scotty. I don't know. I can't make my mind up.
Yeah, I'd say that probably that's the best bet. But I do like Emperor still. Kurt, he's 1-2 right now. But this little horse, I remember his dad, Electric Stena. He used to hold the Canadian record here at one time of 148-4. I remember a night that he win in Woodbine, and black horse, just like this little fella. But Electric Sill, he's had a great campaign, and he's been a nice horse for the Renaissance, and he's going to be tough. I mean, he can leave. It's his second start back, little tightener there for him last week. Paced a mile in 2:01 and 1, never really got into it, left from post 3, but has the inside post, and I don't think they'd bring him up here to, not to try his best shot here. So I think you're going to hear from this horse early, and whether he's going to be sitting 1 or 2, time will tell. But pretty good odds on him right now, 8-5. If you want to look at someone besides Emperor, I'd look to this fellow right here, Electric Sill, currently at 8-5 with 3 minutes to go.
Last chance to get in on race number 3, first leg of the pick 5. That pool continues to climb. Of course, guaranteed total pool $1,000. Last chance to get in on that pick 5 wager. 1 minute to post. Starters are starting to move in. They'll be going here shortly. And starters gathering on the backstretch, moving into position, scratch down to a field of 3, wings open, wheels are rolling. We'll send her upstairs to Brock once again for the race call. Start of the pick 5, race number 3.
Thanks, Kurt. Starter Travis Fowler has the field of 3 on the turn. From the rail out, we have Electric Sill and Ryder Renison. Emperor with Jeff Lewis. That's Some Plan with Stephen Trites. Scratch down to a field of 3 here. Race number 3 at Exhibition Park. Gates at the top of the stretch. Here they come. There they go, off and pacing, great start, center of the gate, Emperor's out of there from the inside, Electric Sill, these two hook up into the first turn, Electric Sill inside, wants the front, Emperor outside, he's still staring at the lead, but he'll now take back and sit into the 2-hole. That's Some Plan. His plan was to take back today because he's only going to be 3rd, and he's right up with the leaders as they en route to the opening quarter. This is Electric Sill and Ryder Renison. He's sitting right up on the 14-year-old son of Electric Stena. Electric Sill's got them by the opening quarter, 29-3. He's in command of the racetrack. Emperor will now bide his time in 2nd. That's Some Plan, studies them from 3rd. No movement yet as they go by 3/8. Electric Sill in command of the racetrack. Right there 2nd, Emperor stalks them all the way. That's Some Plan, still biding his time. As the horses come in front of the fans the first time, I would say Electric Sill's getting a little breather here. The lines are tight for Ryder as they come halfway home. They were there a minute flat, a minute even for Electric Sill. Ryder's taking it serious. He didn't come to New Brunswick to pick fiddleheads. He's got Electric Sill right on the front, and he's rolling them by 5/8. Emperor right there 2nd. That's Some Plan still with them in 3rd. The race is on now as they head up the backside. Electric Electric Sill. He looks over his shoulder, and Emperor's underway for Lewis. He with a rush and a brush. Look at Emperor. He surges to the front for 3/4. Emperor is the new leader. It's on the board, 1:30-2. Emperor now in command. Electric Sill took him as far as he could. He still has second. That's Some Plan now off the rail from third, but it looks to be over early, folks. Emperor is gone at the top of the stretch. Jeff is just sitting chilly. It's all Emperor through the stretch. That's Some Plan and Electric Sill are battling for the deuce, but it was over at the 3/4 pole. It's all Emperor here today. That's Some Plan got up for second. Electric Sill will be third. Time for the mile. Not a bad trip. 2:01 flat.
And Electric Sill took them by the opening quarters, 29-3, 1 minute, 1:30-2. And then Emperor made the move just before the 3/4 pole, went up around them, swooped them, no problem. And Jeff just checking over his shoulder there in the Universum home stretch replay. And it's all Emperor. He's reigning supreme here in race number 3. That's Some Plan, gets up for the deuce. And the veteran Electric Sill finishes third. So a nice win here for Emperor. He's in the win column for the first time this season, and he'll be back in the winner's circle in just a few moments. Emperor takes the third in the start of your Pick 5.
Now making his way back in front of the fans, where only the winners allowed to go, comes the 2-entry Emperor. He's a 9-year-old son of Ponder from the Kamluk mare Northern Empress. He's owned, trained, and driven by Jeff Lewis of Moncton, New Brunswick. What a great purchase he's been for Jeff. He's had a lot of fun racing this horse the last couple of seasons. For Emperor, this is his first win of the season from 4 starts, win number 28 of his career. He stopped the clock today. Nice trip, 2:01 flat. An easy score here for Emperor in race number 3. Congratulations to the connections, Jeff Lewis and Emperor. Race number 3 is going official. Number 1, Electric Sill was third. 2, Emperor, your race winner. 3, That's Some Plan was second. 4 and 5 were scratched due to sickness. Fractions for race number 3. Quarter was up 29-3. Half a minute flat. 3/4 1:30-2. Mile time for your winner, number 2, Emperor, 2:01 flat. Emperor return, $2.80 to win, $2.80 for the win here on Emperor, and the $2 exactor, 2-3 the winning combination. Nice exactor, $16.30, $16.30 on the 2-3 exactor. Your win ticket on Emperor, $2.80. Hope lots of you are alive after the first leg of the Pick 5.
And coming up next, our fourth race of the afternoon, a field of 7. And wanted to remind you, upcoming race dates here at Exhibition Park Raceway next Saturday, June the 11th, 1 o'clock post time. Also, June the 18th, also at 1. Then we're back on July the 2nd. On the July 1st holiday weekend, we race the 2nd. And then a week after that, on Saturday, July 8th. Now let's see upcoming race dates here at Exhibition Park Raceway.
Sorry, Scott, that's July 2nd, July 9th are the two Saturdays. 2nd and 9th are the two Saturdays.
Now down to 12 minutes. 12 minutes of betting time remaining on race number 4. Race 4, as we mentioned, 7 starters, and there are the handicapper selections in the upcoming 4th race. And Kurt has gone with 4, Roland Peg, over number 6, Hall of a Ride, and for 3rd, Cocan Harry. Gerard Smith has gone 4, 6, 5. So he's gone with Roland Peg, Hall of a Ride, and then for 3rd, the 5 entry. Thank you, all my fans. And I went as well to number 4, Roland Peg. We're all in agreement there. And took a shot with number 3, Love in Paradise. For 2nd and for 3rd, number 6, Hall of a Ride. So again, the 7 starters for race number 4. They'll be on the track in just a few moments here. Race number 4, win and place wagering, along with exactor and triactor betting. So a good field of bettors here in race number 4. Great field to bet. 7 starters. Post time now in 11 minutes.
The horses and drivers for race number 4 are now on the racetrack for the post parade. Race 4 goes for a purse of $1,900. Exactor, triactor, win place are your betting features. Number 1, Just a Little Sassy, owned by Shirley Wallace of Albert, Prince Edward Island. Jeff Wallace does the training. Dale Spence will do the driving from the rail. Just a Little Sassy. Number 2, Cocan Harry, owned by Euless Glant of Cocan, New Brunswick. He does the training. He will do the driving from post 2. That's Cocan Harry. Number 3 is Love in Paradise, is owned by the Ultimate Stable of Greater Lakeburn, New Brunswick. Sean McClellan does the training. Sean will do the driving from post 3. Love in Paradise. Number 4, Roland Peg, owned by Dale Orr of St. John and Robert Orr of Oak Bay. Gordon White does the training. Mark Haig will do the driving from post 4, Roland Peg. Number 5, Thank You All My Fans, owned by Kate McNeil of St. John, New Brunswick. Bob McNeil does the training. Stephen Treitz will do the driving from post 5, Thank You All My Fans. Number 6 is Hell of a Ride. He's a trotter, owned by Janice Hubbard of St. John, New Brunswick. Janice does the training. Trotman Johnny D will do the driving from post 6. That's Hell of a Ride. Number 7, Windermere I'm All Right, is owned by Kevin Price of Fredericton, New Brunswick. Steph DeCourcy does the training. Colin DeCourcy will do the driving from post 7. Windermere I'm All Right. A field of 7 to contest race number 4, going for a purse of $1,900. Exactor, triactor, win place are your betting features. Don't be left out on race number 4. Make sure to check out Mary's Barbecue down here by the judges stand if you haven't already, folks. I'm currently sampling some myself, and it is delicious.
I can attest to that, Brock. I had a burger myself there, and it was excellent there about a half hour or so ago. I'm just trying to stay away from going back for round 2, but you can still smell it's quite busy. The lineup's going, so she's having a great day out there with the barbecue.
Very popular.
And we can smell it being a few feet away, so it's good to see here. And the beautiful day now, the sun is shining here in St. John. Starters on track for race number 4, 7 minutes to post. Going to take a look at this contest. On screen now, top selection, Roland Peg. She comes in with 1 win and 2/3 to her credit out of 3 starts thus far this season. Mark Haig gets the call from trainer Gordon White, owner Dale Orr and Robert Orr. And Scotty, you and I have been talking about this mare all season long, that she definitely looks like a different mare this year.
She does, yeah.
And she's always, she's given a good account of herself. She looks good on the racetrack. You can see her there now. Of course, regular pilot Mark Haig in the bike again. She's 4 to 5, just second choice, slightly behind Hell of a Ride. But I think post 4 and the fact that she can get out of the gate good, I think Mark will bust her right out of there, and she'll be sitting handy the front of the bus, and we'll see if she can pick up her second win of the season here today.
Yeah, she looked good there last start. 28-4, they were up the quarter, and she was just sitting in the 2-hole most of the way, and did end up finishing 3rd, beat 8 lengths, charted a mile 2:03 and 3. But like you say, Kurt, she's been a different mare so far this year, and knock on wood, things have been going well for her. And I think today she's got a good class here to work with, and I think she's going to be tough to beat. So the bettors have her right now at 4 to 5. She's the second choice, and a lot of money right now on the trotter, Kurt. Hall of a Ride is the bettor's choice, but I like Roland Peg, as do you, here in race number 4, and I like her to get the job done here for the Hagler. And I just think just the way she's been racing and the way she's rounded into form, I think she'll keep that momentum going here this afternoon.
Yeah, no question. With Hell of a Ride taking some money, I can see that, because he stole all the headlines last week. Of course, being a trotter, 4-year-old trotting son of Angus Hall, first trotter to win over this piece of dirt in quite some time.
Yeah,
and did it really impressively in 2:04 and 1 by 2 3/4 lengths. So he's got a little further outpost today to work with, post 6. Johnny D is back in the bike again today for owner, trainer, breeder Janice Hubbard, and it would not surprise me if he was to get the job done. I mean, because he looked really good in that mile in 2:04 and 1. We'll see what kind of trip Johnny D maps out for him today, being with that outside post 6. But there's no question he's one of the top contenders, and right now the public's loving him at 3 to 5, Scotty.
Yeah, I put him in there. I like him. I think he may have to come from off the pace here this afternoon, but he trotted great there last week, and nice to see a trotter back here at Exhibition Park. And Janice Hubbard bred and owns, trains this son of Angus Hall, and Johnny D in the driver's seat. And I picked this horse top 3, and the bettors are all over him right now. He's still at 3 to 5. You're getting on the trotter, Hall of a Ride.
I went to Cocaine Harry in the 3rd spot here. I figured going with that theory. He's been 3rd 2 weeks in a row, rallying late rather to get a late piece of the ticket. So he comes in, the 2/3 in a row. looking to make it 3 today. Of course, he leaves from the same post 2 as well that he's left the last couple weeks in a similar classification. A little more rivals today in that to deal with that post 7. But he's one too. I think, the way the Gallants are, Scotty, they're coming. Those horses will, as the season progresses, the ones that they bring in, they usually get a little better as the year goes on.
Yep.
And I think this fellow's just going to be the same. He'll just be a son with Roll With It Harry out of Artisan memory. I remember that mare. Racing.
She was a good mare.
Yeah, I remember her for sure. And Ulyss Omer Gallant is in the bike, has trains this horse, and I think he'll probably trip him out, and I think maybe he'll be able to rally late to catch a piece of the ticket. He's always paying a ticket. You look at his odds on the program, and no ticket sold, so he's always one to throw in. Good one to throw in for a piece of your ticket.
Oh yeah, and he's been third his last couple starts. I kind of went with a hunch here, Kurt. I put Love in Paradise in here only because it's her second start back and the post position. I think she's going to leave here, and I think she's going to sit up close to the action. Sean McClellan driving this mare today, daughter of Proven Lover, and getting some outstanding odds on her. And I wouldn't be surprised if she could jump in a ticket here, depending on how the race goes. So it's kind of wide open, I think, behind Roland Peg and the Trotter. I think besides that, it's kind of anybody's horse racing here.
Yeah, you've got an interesting mix for sure. Not only with the Pacers and the Trotter, but you got the Rail Starter coming in from Summerside. You've got a couple of our locals still waiting for a better starter. Thank You All My Fans one of these weeks. I think he's going to step up and give a better effort. But a very competitive field here now in race number 4 to contest this event, second leg of the Pick 5. Hope you're still alive. If you are, good luck with the rest of the way. Race 4 behind the gate, wings open, wheels are rolling. We'll send it upstairs to Brock with the race call.
Thanks, Kurt. Race 4 starters are rolling in behind the gate. From the rail out, we have Just a Little Sassy and Dale Spence. Cocan Harry with Ulyss Gallant. Love in Paradise, Sean McClellan. Rollin' Peg with Mark Haig. Thank You All My Fans, Stephen Trites. Hell of a Ride with John Davidson. Way Wide, that's Windermere. I'm All Right. And Colin DeCourcy. 7 of them on the gate. Race number 4, Exhibition Park. Here they come. There they are, off and pacing. Love in Paradise was right on the wings, getting out of there. She's the leader into the first turn. Center of the track, that's Rollin' Peg. Outside, Hell of a Ride, trotting on from third. Inside, we have Cocan Harry away fourth. Just a Little Sassy found a seat in fifth. Then Thank You All My Fans is sixth. And Windermere, I'm All Right, can see them all. She's at the back, en route to the opening quarter. That's Love in Paradise in command of the racetrack with a rush and a brush. Here comes the Trotter. That's Hell of a Ride. And John Davidson, they look to take over by the opening quarter. Hell of a Ride, trotting up a storm, 30-2 by the opening quarter, but he hasn't found the pylons yet. Love in Paradise still has the control of them on the inside. Watching all this is Rollin' Peg right there in third. Cocan Harry studying things from fourth. Just a Little Sassy in 5. Then we have Thank You All My Fans and Windermere, I'm All Right, still at the back. Things unsettled halfway home. This is Hell of a Ride. He's getting a hell of a ride on the outside. On the inside, Love in Paradise making him work hard. Right up on the bit, Rollin' Peg is third. They were halfway home. A minute and 1/5. Serious opening panels put down by Love in Paradise. She's given the cold shoulder to Hell of a Ride. Right there, third, that's Rollin' Peg. She's ready to come wide from third as they go down the backside. It's Hell of a Ride on the outside, trying to stick his nose on top. 3 wide, Rollin' Peg. She's underway. But the race is on to 3/4. 3 wide from the back. Rollin' Pegs, rolling right on. On the inside, Hell of a Ride's gone the big trip, still second. 132 and 1 by 3/4. It's still Rollin' Peg outside. Hell of a Ride right there second. Cocan Harry now on the scene from third. Top of the stretch, Rollin' Peg. Big Merrill show the way home. Outside, Cocan Harry, he's battling with Hell of a Ride. Down the stretch, it's Rollin' Peg. Haig looks back. All he sees is racetrack. It's Rollin' Peg to the wire. The battle for second goes to Cocan Harry over Hell of a Ride. Just a Little Sassy up for fourth. Time for the mile. That's a new lifetime record for Rollin' Peg. 2:03 flat.
And a new record for Rollin' Peg here in race number 4 And Seth patiently watched the other two battle through fractions 30 and 2, and the trotter got hung out to dry, 101 and change at the half. 3/4, 132 and 1. Then Roland Peg made her move, just going to the 3/4 pole, went 3 wide and swooped them, got to the lead and drew away. And there you see Cocan Harry, and he comes from off the pace and gets up for the deuce. And for third, what a trip he went. The trotter, Hall of a ride, and Davidson never had a line on him the whole race. And what a race he went, finishing third, just beat for second. So again, nice effort by Hall of a ride back in third. But Roland Peg gets the credit here and a new lifetime mark, and she'll be back in the winner's circle for Dale and Robert Orr, trainer Gordon White, and driver Mark Haig. A new record for Roland Peg. They'll be back in the winner's circle shortly.
Hold all tickets here in race number 4 as well, folks. Please hold all tickets. Judges are looking at a possible pylon violation by the 6 Hell of a Ride on the final turn. Hell of a Ride, possible pylon violation here in race number 4. Judges are reviewing that videotape. Now making her way back in front of the fans comes the pride of the Orr family. It's number 4, Roland Peg. She's a 5-year-old mare by Veradero Hanover from the Apache's fame mare, Kayla's Sophia. She's a homebred of Dale Orr's of St. John. He co-owns with his brother, Robert Orr of Oak Bay. I believe the mare is named after their parents. Trained by Gordon White, driven by Mark Haig. For Roland Peg, this is a new lifetime record for the mare today. She stopped the clock 2:03 flat. That's win number 2 on the season, win number 3 of her career. Also like to put out a congratulations to these same connections as Roland Peg's younger sister. That's Orr's Terror. She scored in Prince Edward Island in the PEI Colt Stakes last week. So congratulations on the win with Roland Peg today and your stakes win with her younger sister, Orr's Terror, last week. Inquiry here, folks. The trotter, hell of a ride. When he did find the pylons around the last turn, he went inside 2 of them in a row. Therefore, he would be set back behind anyone lapped on. In this instance, there is no one lapped on. Therefore, no need for a placing here in race number 4. But the trotter did go inside 2 consecutive pylons, but in this instance, it is not a placing. Race number 4 is headed official. Race 4 will be going official. The one, Just a Little Sassy, was 4th. 2, Cocan Harry was 2nd. 3, Love in Paradise finished 5th. 4, Roland Peg was your race winner. 5, Thank You All My Fans was 6th. 6, Hell of a Ride finished 3rd. And the 7, Windermere I'm All Right was 7th. Top down on your program should read 425 163 7 on the bottom. Fractions for race number 4. Quarter was up 30 and 2. Half, a minute and 1/5. 3/4, 132 and 1. Mile time for your winner, number 4, Roland Peg. New lifetime record, 2:03 flat. She returned $4 even to win, 210 to place. The $2 exactor 4-2, the winning combination. Your exactor 4-2, $14.40. $14.40 for your exactor. And $2 triactor 4-2-6 is your winning combination in race 4. Your $2 triactor, that returns $44.40. While we wait for race 5 starters, still a chance to get your 50-50 tickets here this afternoon. 50-50 still on sale here this afternoon. The winner of race number 6 will draw the winner of today's 50-50 draw. Winner of race 6 to draw the 50-50 here this afternoon. Still time to get in at any of the pari-mutuel windows here this afternoon.
And our barbecue pitmaster, Colleen Clancy, she says she will be back next Saturday here at Exhibition Park. Her supplies are running low here today, and just an outstanding show of support for our barbecue here today. So she'll be back again next Saturday to do it again. So bring your appetites next Saturday afternoon. The barbecue will be back, weather permitting, next Saturday. And there are the handicapper selections for the 5th race upcoming with 11 minutes to post, 11 minutes. And Kurt has gone to a 3-2-5. You bet him a good one, Rusty Riley. And then for 3rd, Pickpocket Princess. Gerard Smith picks 3. You bet him a good one, KD Overdrive. And for 3rd, Rusty Riley. And I've gone to Rusty Riley to win over number 1, KD Overdrive, and number 4, JJ Brienne. So Kurt and I were talking off camera. This is a tough race. You can tell by the betting board. I think she's going to be a good betting board as far as win tickets. As this is a competitive bunch coming up. Small but competitive group coming up next in race number 5. 10 minutes to post. Starters be on the track in a couple minutes.
Horses and drivers for race number 5 are now on the racetrack for the post parade. Race 5 goes for a purse of $2,200. Exactor, Triactor, Win Place are your betting features. Number 1, KD Overdrive, owned by Steve Mason of Quispam Sis, New Brunswick. Steve does the training. Son Kyle Mason will do the driving from the rail. Number 1, KD Overdrive. Number 2 is Rusty Riley, owned by Chantel Langell and Dana Ghetto of Nova Scotia. Paul Langell does the training. Paul will do the driving from post 2, Rusty Riley. Number 3, You Bet I'm a Good One, owned by Jeff Lilly, Blair McLaughlin, Mark Gallant, and Knox Pavlatos. He's trained by George Renison. Todd Treitz will do the driving from post 3, You Bet I'm a Good One. Number 4, JJ Brienne, owned by John Davidson Jr. of St. John, New Brunswick. John Davidson does the training. He will do the driving from post 4, JJ Brienne. And rounding out the field from post 5 is Pickpocket Princess, owned by Wayne Hubbard of St. John, New Brunswick. Wayne does the training. He will do the driving here this afternoon from post 5, Pickpocket Princess. A field of 5 to contest race number 5, going for a purse of $2,200. Exactor, Triactor, Win Place are your betting features. Don't be left out on race number 5. Also take this opportunity to grab yourself a 50-50 ticket. 50-50 will be drawn at the completion of race number 6.
And with starters on track for our 5th race of the afternoon. 7 minutes to post. We're going to take a look at this contest. Competitive field of 5 to contest this event. Top selection I'm going with is You Bet I'm a Good One, who you see on screen there now. She's coming off of a qualifying effort at Truro on May the 27th. Finished 3rd in that one, 28-3, closed it out on the end. Trainer George Renison brings her to town here today. Todd Treitz is above the wheels. I'm just liking this mare. I know she's just coming off the qualifier, Scotty, but look, it's she did race in Ontario earlier this spring and back into the winter, and then she returns to the Maritimes, and she's definitely a solid mare without a doubt when she's clicking on all cylinders. So we'll see see how good is she if she's ready to go right today off the cue.
Yeah, they came that back half in that qualifier in 57 flat. Always Be Sweet. Seen him race there last night, and highly touted son of Always Be Mickey. But she paced to 2:01 first qualifying trip. So certainly, I think she's ready to go there with this group today. And she's been an outstanding mare. Got a lifetime mark of 156 over Flamborough. She's got 17 lifetime wins, and including a 157-4 trip this year over Flamborough Downs. So like her, she's leaving from post 3, but even though she's off a qualifier, Kurt, I'm the same as you. I do like her to hit the ticket here, and she's paying pretty good. Like we said, this is a tough race, and the bettors have a good betting board here, 6-1 right now on number 3. You Bet I'm a Good One.
Favorite right now on the board is your 2 entry, actually co-favorite with Pickpocket Princess is the 2 Rusty Riley. Chestnut son of Blissful Hall comes in off of a 5th place finish last week here at EPR against Father of the Year Montrose Hope Frontier Cruise. So he gets a little bit easier competition that way from the horsepower here today. Moves in a couple spots to post 2. It said last week that he came here to get away from American Risk, and American Risk followed him here today. However, he still dodges them because he's in a different race.
Yeah.
So he comes in off of he's got 3 runner-up finishes, all to American Risk in Truro out of his 4 starts this year. Paul Langell obviously trains and drives, and I think with the post, I think we'll see him. He had to move first over last week. See Paul put the hammer down here today and maybe try to get right to the front end. So we definitely like him. I think wasn't he your top selection, Scotty?
He's my top pick. I like him. He came first up there last week and did a brave effort, beat 5 lengths, charted in 2:02 and 3, and Father of the Year came to play last week. And I think with the drop in class, Kurt, I just kind of like this horse. I think Paul will try and get this horse to the front if he can. But a lot of early speed in here, so it's going to be interesting to see how this all shakes out. But if Paul can get control with Rusty Riley, I think he's the one to beat from post position number 2. And he's got 35 lifetime wins, and if he gets a win, he'll be over 80,000 in career earnings. So Rusty Riley right now, 7-5, slight favorite. And like we said, Kirk, competitive race. Look at the odds board right now. Longest shot in the board, JJ Brienne. The bettor's not really touching her too much today. She's 7-1 right now.
Yeah, it's just one of those races, like
Yeah,
I
it's
really,
tough.
when I was looking to do the prelim picks, I mean, I
Yep.
could really make an excuse for any of them, without a doubt. I threw Pickpocket Princess in for third. She made a big charge in the back half last week and went on to her first victory of the season in 2:04 flat for owner, trainer, driver, breeder Wayne Hubbard. So she's going to get a bigger test today, and she has to leave from that same post 5. So we'll see if Wayne takes the wait and see approach and makes a second half bid like he did last week. But there's no question this mare, she's classy. She can race at a high level, and she always gives a good account of herself. If you look down that page, you don't see many off the board finishes. Only one that I can see going back to last September. So again, like I said, work cut out with her with the outside and the field, but she's definitely got the credentials.
Yeah, nice competitive mare, and she's got the respect of the bettors too. 2-1 right now as they get set on the backstretch here in race 5.
Field of 5 moving in, wings open, wheels are rolling. We'll send it upstairs to Brock with the race call.
Thanks, Kurt. Race 5 starters are on the turn, and in command of the starting gate from the rail out we have KD Overdrive, Kyle Mason. Rusty Riley with Paul Angel. You Bet I'm a Good One, Todd Treitz. JJ Brienne, John Davidson. Outside, Pickpocket Princess and Wayne Hubbard. Field of 5. Race number 5, Exhibition Park. Here they come. There they go, off and pacing. 2 of them right on the wings. Rusty Riley inside. You Bet I'm a Good One. And Trites, these two fire into the first turn. It's an all-out duel around the first turn. Rusty Riley and You Bet I'm a Good One. They are scratching at the 8th pole. You Bet I'm a Good One wants the front for Trites. He's not taking no for an answer. He's the leader now to the opening quarter. Rusty Riley stung him half a quarter, and he'll now grab leather and sit second. Gapped out from third, KD Overdrive. Then we find JJ Brienne and Pickpocket Princess. They're strung out well by the opening quarter because it was put up 27-4. You Bet I'm a Good One. He'll have to be off that opening panel. Right there, second, Rusty Riley. Studying things from third, KD Overdrive, and he eyes the outside for young Mason as they come in front of the fans. Treitz is trying to get a breather with You Bet I'm a Good One. Right there on his back, Rusty Riley. KD Overdrive left the 3-hole, and he's now first up and on the move. They were halfway home, 59-3. You Bet I'm a Good One in command of the racetrack. KD Overdrive now the closest to her on the outside. Right there locked up in the box. That's Rusty Riley. Second over, here comes Pickpocket Princess and JJ Brienne. She's only 2.5 back, but she's right there in 5th as this compact field rolls down the backside. You Bet I'm a Good One. She's still in command. On the outside, KD Overdrive not going away. Rusty Riley needs a place to race. They're by 3/4, 130-3. It's still You Bet I'm a Good One. On the outside, KD Overdrive. He's like a bad rash. He's not going away. Rusty Riley's got nowhere to go. Top of the stretch. You Bet I'm a Good One. Tries to see it through. The fractions are getting to her. On the outside comes KD Overdrive. JJ Brienne's on the scene late. Rusty Riley's trying to find a way through. But You Bet I'm a Good One found the line in time. Rusty Riley was second. KD Overdrive was third. Time for the mile. You Bet I'm a Good One. 2:01-4.
And driver Todd Treitz wanted the front with You Bet I'm a Good One, and she was there 27-4. Got a little bit of a breather half, 59-3, 130-3. And what a battle through the home stretch, but too much horse here this afternoon. You Bet I'm a Good One. And Rusty Riley looking for racing room at this point. KD Overdrive made that first up move. Then JJ Brienne is swinging wide. And there you see Paul Langell finally gets some racing room in between horses, but too late as You Bet I'm a Good One, and Todd Trites finds a winner circle right off for qualifying trip. In for second, Rusty Riley. KD Overdrive finishes third. So unofficially 3, 2, 1 here in race number 5. And we'll have You Bet I'm a Good One back in the winner circle in just a moment here in race 5.
Now making her way back in front of the fans comes the winner of race number 5. It's the 3 entry, You Bet I'm a Good One. She is a brown mare 5 years old by Image of Dawn from the Largo mare Bedham Laura. She's bred by Jeff Lilly of Prince Edward Island, the social media superstar. He also co-owns with Blair McLaughlin, Mark Gallant, and Knox Pavlatos of Alberta. She's right back in the George Renison barn today. You Bet I'm a Good One. Scores here in 201 and 4. Congratulations to the connections: Jeff Lilly, Blair McLaughlin, Mark Gallant, Knox Pavlatos, George Renison, and Todd Trites. And of course, You Bet I'm a Good One. Race 5 is headed official. Race number 5 going official. The 1, KD Overdrive, was third. 2, Rusty Riley finished second. 3, You Bet I'm a Good One, your race winner. Number 4, JJ Brienne, was fourth. And the 5, Pickpocket Princess, was fifth. Top down your program should read 3, 2, 1, 4, 5. Fractions for race number 5. Quarter was up 27 and 4. Half 59 and 3. Three quarters 130 and 3. Mile time for your winner, number 3, You Bet I'm a Good One, 201 and 4. She returns $7.30 to win, 210 to place. The 2, Rusty Riley, also 210 to place. $2 exactor, 3-2 the winning combination. Your exactor returns $7.80. $2 try, 3-2-1 is the winning combination in race number 5. The triactor returns $12.20. Two live races left on the card here this afternoon. Race 6 and 7 do feature a late daily double. Your only changes in the late double this afternoon: number 2, Montrose Hope, has an equipment change. He's removing the Murphy blind. And in race number 7, horse 3, Bugger Max, also has a bridle change. He's going from side rolls to a blind bridle. Also, as previously announced, horse number 1 in race number 7, Joe's Beauty, has an added line from Bangor Raceway. Joe's Beauty raced at Bangor on June the 1st. She left from post 6th. She was second at the wire but off stride, and second place 5th for the Lapdon break. The race went in 158 flat. Joe's Beauty personally timed in 158 and 2. That is the added line in race number 7 on horse 1, Joe's Beauty, here this afternoon.
And up next, our sixth race, daily double wagering for races 6 and 7. Also exactor, win in place, and triactor betting available. So we'll finish off the pick 5 as well in races 6 and 7. And of course, race 7 is the final of the Gary Shack Memorial Pacing Series, going for a purse of $5,000. That's slated for race number 7. There are handicapping selections for the upcoming 6th race, and we've all gone to number 6, American Risk, to get the job done in race number 6. And Kurt has gone to number 5, Woodmere Ideal Art, for second, as has Gerard Smith. And Kurt has gone to number 1, Frontier Cruise, for third. And Gerard takes number 4, Hunger Pains, for third. And I've gone to Hunger Pains for second, and Frontier Cruise for third. Again, 12 minutes now for wagering on race number 6. About 2 or 3 minutes, the starters for the 6th will be out on the racetrack. And don't forget, we race again next Saturday afternoon. First post at 1 o'clock. And weather permitting, we will have the barbecue back next Saturday with us here at Exhibition Park Raceway.
Universal Media Sports and Entertainment.
As we wait for the Pacers to come out here in race number 6, just a note to all the fans here, at the completion of race number 7, which is the Gary Shack Memorial, here this afternoon as we wrap up the card, just make sure to please keep the racetrack clear. At the completion of the races today, there'll be a few young horses heading out behind the starting gate, a couple of 2-year-olds going out just to get a little education today to see the starting gate. So if any of the fans would like to watch them go, there'll be 3 2-year-olds onto the track a couple minutes after the last race today. Just a little education behind the starting gate. Maybe we'll see those youngsters hopefully getting ready to qualify in another 2 or 3 weeks. But part of the process for the youngsters before they do that is to see the starting gate a few times and just get used to being behind the truck. So that'll be taking place today for about 20 minutes, possibly even up to as much as a half hour at the completion of race number 7 today. So just a reminder of anyone, please keep the racetrack clear after the completion of race number 7. Watching online, we do plan to keep the cameras rolling for that.
And the starters for race 6 getting set to come onto the racetrack for post parade. Coming up on 8 minutes, and your current favorite, number 6, American Risk, at 1-5, followed by number 5, Woodmere Ideal Art. He's at 4-1. Horses 1 and 4, both currently sitting at 5-1. Post parade is up next here in race 6.
The horses and the drivers for race number 6 are now on the racetrack for the post parade. Race 6 is the top class of the day, going for a purse of $2,600. Daily double exactor triactor. Win place are your betting features. Number 1, Frontier Cruise, owned by J.C. Beliveau and Jean Beliveau. Jean does the training. Mark Haig will do the driving from the rail. Frontier Cruise. Number 2, Montrose Hope, owned by Harvey Holm of Albert and Prince Edward Island. Lucy St. Amour does the training. John Davidson will do the driving from post 2, Montrose Hope. Number 3, Father of the Year, owned by Dr. Mitchell Downey of St. John, New Brunswick. Ellen Stevenson does the training. The doctor will drive from post 3, Father of the Year. Number 4 is Hunger Pangs, owned by Susan McKeegan of Albert Bridge, Nova Scotia. Blaine McKenna does the training. Dale Spence will do the driving from post 4, Hunger Pangs. Number 5, Woodmere Ideal Art, owned by the Ultimate Stable of Greater Lakeburn, New Brunswick. Sifois Melanson is the trainer. Kyle Mason will do the driving from post 5, Woodmere Ideal Art. And rounding out the field from post 6, that's American Risk, owned by the Risky Biz Group of Truro, Nova Scotia. George Renison does the training. Todd Trites will do the driving. American Risk with a 6-race win streak coming in. This is the field of 6 to contest race number 6. Top class of the day, $2,600 is on the line. Daily double exactor triactor. Win place are your betting features. Also, the winner of race number 6 will draw our winning 50-50 number name here today.
And with starters on track for our 6th race of the afternoon, top class event for Pacers. We're going to take a look at this one on track right now is American Risk. Top selection here in race number 6. Of course, he's undefeated this season. 4 for 4, Scotty, dominating down in Truro each and every week. 156, 157 range. Makes the shift to New Brunswick here today. So we'll see if he can get the job done here. He has the outside post 6 to work with, but he's done that the last 2 starts in Truro with no problem. So definitely a very competitive field of 6. Anybody's game, but just off the resume, I got to give the edge to Risk.
Yeah, he's certainly the one to beat. A couple starts back there, he didn't get the front and set in the hole, and Andy Campbell drove him on that day and got up for the win, 57-1. He's got 2 wins in 156-2. So, like you say, he's 4 for 4, and until he's beat, he's the one to beat. So, American Risk number 6, he's getting most of the respect here at 1-2, and Frontier Cruise right now, the second favorite, in behind him. But he's going to be tough, Kurt. Number 6, American Risk, son of American Ideal, out of an Art Major mare owned by the Risky Biz Group. George Renison trains. Todd Trites looking to double up here this afternoon, and they get a good shot here. And if he wins, it'll be win number 22 of his career. And there you see him on your monitors now, and getting all the respect, 1-2 odds.
Took a shot on Woodmere Ideal Art. Scotty threw him in the middle here, coming off the lone qualifier at EPR 203 flat over the good track last week. It's just a question of whether he's ready to rumble, because, there's no question that he's got the credentials. 9-time winner last year to 23 starts. Fastest win was right here at EPR in 155 flat. Took a record of 154-4 in Truro as a 4-year-old. All maritime money on his card, approaching close to 100,000. He's definitely a sweetheart of a horse for sure for the Ultimate Stable. Trainer Sifois Melanson. Kyle Mason going to get the call here this afternoon. So we'll see if he puts him into play early or whether it's going to take a start. But there's no question that as the weeks move on, he's going to be a major player here in the top class.
Oh, absolutely. Had such a good year last year. 21 of 23 in the top 3. Almost $18,000 made. He had a win here at Exhibition Park last season. 155, and raced some pretty good horses all year long last year. Was over in Charlottetown and Summerside, and raced in the Autumn Gold Series here that he won. and a winner in 56-1 on that afternoon for driver David Dowling. He's looking for his 30th career win, and like you say, Kurt, might take a start under his belt to get him going, but definitely getting a bit of respect here at 5-1 right now on number 5, Woodmere Ideal Art. And a lot of bet right now on number 1, Frontier Cruise. In fact, he's your second choice on the tote board for driver Mark Haig, and for good reason. He's got 2 wins out of 3 starts here at Exhibition Park Raceway, $2,800 earned. And last start had to do it from off the pace, left from post 5, and he was 5th. Moved him at the half and did quite well coming on as of late in the mile. Got up, paced a mile in 2:02, was a third to Father of the Year. So he's definitely going to have to step up, to beat American Risk, I think, in here. But he's got some good credentials. He's got the post to work with. Mark Haig's got a win on the program. He's looking to double up, and he's getting some respect from the bettors. 6-5 right now on number 1, Frontier Cruise here in the 6th.
Yeah, absolutely, Scotty. I like that. I like that move back to the inside for him. He had to race from the outside last week. Mark took him back, brushed him home late, finished 3rd. So we'll definitely see, because the weeks before he was definitely put into play early and with rail control. I expect we'll see Mark do the same again. He is second choice right now, but the favorite going to the gate is understandably American Risk, and it's time to get this settled here in race number 6. Gate in position, field of 6, wings open, wheels are rolling. We'll send it upstairs once again to Brock for the race call.
Thanks, Kurt. Exciting field of top-class pacers rolling in behind the gate. From the rail out, we have Frontier Cruise and Mark Haig. Montrose Hope, John Davidson. Father of the Year, Mitch Downey. Hunger Pangs, Dale Spence. Woodmere Ideal Art, Kyle Mason outside. American Risk, Todd Trites. Field of 6, top class time at Exhibition Park. Everybody's got their nose on the gate. Here they come. There they go. They're off and pacing. Everybody's leaving far outside American Risk. In between pacers, Father of the Year from the inside. Frontier Cruise stacks them up 3 wide round the first turn. On the outside, that's Woodmere Ideal Art. He's still firing out of the first turn. That's American Risk and Trites. He sets up shop on the front end. Frontier Cruise on the inside second. Woodmere Ideal Art, his first start of the year. He's being driven hard en route to the opening quarter. He's looking for a friend, and I don't see any by the opening quarter. Trites has got American Risk there. 28 seconds flat. Frontier Cruise has control of the 2-hole. Outside, Woodmere Ideal Arts looking in. Right there, 3rd, Father of the Year. Gapped out a little in 5th. That's Montrose Hope. And at the back, Hunger Pangs can see them all. The fractions are fast as they come in front of the fans. First time around, they're chasing American Risk. He's got his 6-race win streak on the line, and he's halfway home for Todd Trites. On the outside, Woodmere Ideal Arts working hard. On the inside, Frontier Cruise is battling for second. They were halfway home. Cutthroat 56-2. Halfway home for American Risk. He is literally trying to bottom out the field. Frontier Cruise gives Trace from second. Father of the Year still on the cones from 3rd, but he's off them now, and the race is on down the backside. It's American Risk. His lead still 3 lengths. Father of the Year outside trying to take second from Frontier Cruise. On the inside, Montrose Hope is 4th. Hunger Pang starts to wind up from 5 by 3/4. 128-2. It's still American Risk on top. Father of the Year is the closest to him in second. Look out for Hunger Pangs. He's on fire. 3 wide from Spence. Top of the stretch, American Risk. Can he see it through? Hunger Pangs is closing on the outside. Down the stretch, American Risk. He's driving for the line. Hunger Pangs on the outside. It's number 7 in a row for American Risk. Hunger Pangs closed a long ways to be second. Father of the Year was 3rd. Time for the mile. 158-2, American Risk.
And driver Todd Trites using that quick gate speed to get command. 28 seconds, 56-2, 128-2, a 32-second 3rd quarter. And he sprinted home, but on top, American Risk through the home stretch. But how about Hunger Pangs? And did he ever fly at the end of it? And was coming on late in the mile inside. It's American Risk. Hunger Pains gaining with every stride, but he just ran out of racetrack on this occasion. Father of the Year winds up third, but it's American Risk. He remains undefeated in 2022. 5 for 5 on the season, and his connections will welcome him back in the winner's circle in just a few moments. Trites doubles up here in race number 6, American Risk.
Now making their way back in front of the fans comes the winner of race number 6. It's number 6, American Risk. He's a 6-year-old American Ideal, son from the art major mare, Kissing Bandit. Owned by the Risky Biz Group of Truro, Nova Scotia, trained by George Renison. That's 2 winners on the card for George. Driver Todd Trites, that's also 2 winners for him. Risky Business stops the clock today, 158-2. That's win number 5 from 5 starts this year, undefeated so far, and that's win number 22 of his career. Congratulations to the Connections, the Risky Biz Group, George Renison, and Todd Trites, and American Risk. Now I'd like to congratulate the winner of this week's 50-50 draw, winner of $100, Miss Janice Hubbard. Janice Hubbard, you're the winner of this week's 50-50 draw, $100. Congratulations, Janice Hubbard. Is headed official, race 6 going official. Number 1 Frontier Cruise was 4th. 2 Montrose Hope 5th. 3 Father of the Year finished 3rd. 4 Hunger Pangs was 2nd. 5 Woodmere Ideal Art was 6th. And the 6 American Risk, your race winner. Top down your program should read 453-261 on the bottom. Fractions were up 28 seconds to the opening quarter. Half mile 56-2. 3 quarters 128-2. Mile time for your winner, number 6 American Risk. 7 in a row, 158-2. He returned $3.20 to win and $4 to place. The $2 exactor, 6-4, the winning combination, $19.40 for your exactor, and your $2 triactor. The triactor returned on a 6-4-3 combination. Your $2 triactor returns you $73 and change. One live race to wrap up the card here on race number 7. It is the Gary Shack Smith Memorial Final, going for a purse of $5,000. 5 starters to come out here for the Shack Smith Memorial. They'll be going into the post in around 12 minutes time. Good luck to any that have a chance to cash the pick 5.
And again, don't forget, we're back at Exhibition Park Raceway here next week. Racing once again, post time 1 o'clock on the 11th of June, next Saturday afternoon. First post 1 o'clock, and with weather permitting, we're glad to have Colleen Clancy back with her barbecue next Saturday afternoon here at Exhibition Park. Again, post time 1 o'clock. And don't forget to check out our Facebook page. It's the Horse Racing New Brunswick's official fan page. You can go there and be kept up to date on everything going on. Also on our website at horseracingnb.com. You can get your free live programs and everything else throughout the week to keep you up to speed on what's going on here at Exhibition Park Raceway. Post time now set in about 10 minutes for race number 7. It's the Gary Shack Smith Memorial Final, going for a purse of $5,000. Cooler presented to the winning horse with a field of 5, and there are your handicapping selections on your monitors, and we're all in agreement with number 4, Well Did. We like him to win the finale here coming up. I've went to number 1, Joe's Beauty, for second, and for third, Bugger Max. Kurt has taken Bugger Max for second, as has Gerard Smith, and then Kurt's taken Joe's Beauty for third, and Gerard's went to Jay's Little Spark. So a little bit of difference there in the second and third horses, but again, all over number 4, Well Did, to capture the final of the Gary Shack Memorial coming up next. $5,000 purse. And right now showing 11 minutes to post and 1 to 9. Chalk. Betting board all over number 4, Well Did, here in race 7. And don't forget, after our live racing, we continue with simulcasting going all afternoon long into this evening in Charlottetown from Red Shores. Racing available tonight. You can watch it here or any of our simulcast locations around the province, both Dieppe and also in Fredericton. Down to 9 minutes. 9 minutes on race number 7, and the 2 favorites right now. Number 4, Well Did, at 1 to 9. Heavy choice over number 3, Bugger Max, currently at 2 to 1.
Yes, while you're waiting, should pick yourself up a program for Woodbine Mohawk Park tonight. What a card they have. Several divisions of the Graduate Series tonight for some of the best 4-year-old pacers in North America. They'll be out tonight along with some Ontario Sire Stakes going for a couple $100,000 and a couple divisions of the Some Beach Somewhere. For any of you new to harness racing, Some Beach Somewhere, I consider him the GOAT. He is the greatest of all time, and the race after him tonight, one division has 3 of his sons and 2 of his grandsons in it. Also, the owners of Some Beach Somewhere both have horses in the race, along with his trainer and driver. So it's an all Some Beach Somewhere kind of Some Beach Somewhere tonight at Mohawk. Make sure you check out that. Starters for the Gary Shack Smith Memorial now stepping onto the racetrack for the post parade. The horses and drivers for race number 7, the feature of the day, the Gary Shack Smith Memorial Final, going for a purse of $5,000. Exactor Triactor. Win place are your betting features. Number 1, Joe's Beauty, owned by Stephen Downey of Quispam, Sis, New Brunswick. Steve Mason does the training. He will do the driving from the rail. Number 1, Joe's Beauty. Number 2 is Jay's Little Spark, owned by Chris McGinnis of Prince Edward Island. Greg McGinnis does the training. Dale Spence will do the driving from the 2-hole Jay's Little Spark. Number 3, Bugger Max, owned by Gordon White and Dale Orr of St. John. Gordon does the training. Mark Hagg will do the driving from post 3, Bugger Max. Number 4, Well Did, owned by the Well Did Horse Owners Club of Nova Scotia. Paul Langell does the training. He will do the driving from post 4, Well Did. And number 5, Arrived Late, is owned by Taylor Doyle and Robin Linguise of Summerside, Prince Edward Island. Taylor does the training. He will do the driving from post 5, Arrived Late. These are the 5 pacers to contest race number 7, the Gary Shack Smith Memorial Final, going for a purse of $5,000. Exactor Triactor win place your betting features. Don't be left out on race number 7.
And with starters on track for our 7th and final live race of the day. Great way to end the card is honor Gary Shack Smith with the Memorial Final here this afternoon. Field of 5 to contest this event. And on screen now is definitely probably going to be the heavy favorite, I would think. He's 1-9 currently. Can't see him getting a lot higher. Is Well Did. He came in last week in the first round, and he went wire to wire out of the 5-hole by 7.5 lengths. 201 flat. There wasn't anybody even close to him. He comes back today, even moves in a position to post 4. Chances are, I think we know what Paul Angel's going to do is probably send him right on to the lead. I mean, anything can happen in a horse race, but these are the same 5 that contested last week. So I think the rest of the competition might have their hands full with this 11-year-old son of Well Said, Scotty.
Yeah, looking for his 45th career lifetime win. So this horse, a veteran for sure, 11 years old, and one of those horses that were purchased by a number of people to form an ownership group called the Well Did Horse Owners Club, and they've had a lot of fun with him. 2 wins last year. He's 2 for 4 this year, batting 500 in the winner circle, and I think their chances are going to go even higher than that today. And he certainly stamped his mark on last week's elimination or first leg of the series here, and he's going to be looking to close it out big time here today. And I think Paul Angel's going to take him right the front here, and he's definitely the one to beat here, Kurt, and the bettors all over him, of course, here at 1-9.
Had to show some love to the local horse, Scotty, of course. Bugger Max. He'd be always one I'll always throw in the ticket. He was a runner-up finisher last week, too. Well Did, albeit by 7 lengths. But he raced well. It was his 3rd start of the season, coming off of a couple of 5th-place finishes prior to that. Finished second, paced his mile 2:02 and 2. Leads from post 3 today for owner-trainer Gordy White, who co-owns with Dale Orr, who we seen with a winner earlier on the program.
Yep.
In this combination of Mark Haig and Gordy White and Dale. So see if they can finish it off in fine style here with the veteran pacer Bugger Max. Like I say, he's gonna, he's got some work cut out for him with Well Did, but I mean, this fella can step up on occasion and throw down a big mile. So we'll see. Maybe today's the day, Scotty.
Yeah, I like both of these horses from locally here. Joe's Beauty and Bugger Max finished second or third, vice versa. But Bugger Max, can't leave him out, Kurt. He loves this racetrack. Mark knows how to drive this horse. He probably knows he's probably going to get a 2-hole trip here and try and get the second most money from the purse here this afternoon. But just such a nice racehorse. Last year he was 12 of 20 in the top 3, and looking for win number 33 if he was to pull a slight upset here in race number 7. But Bugger Max, certainly, definitely, you got to put him in your ticket here. And I included Joe's Beauty as well. She's got a line from Bangor to announce. So she did race this past Wednesday in Bangor, but last week here in the Shack elimination, finished third, beaten 8 1/4 lengths. Paced her own mile, 2:02 and 3, and she's got a ton of speed. This little mare from or by Roll with Joe. And I like her. She sits close, and she's got that good finishing kick. So I included her as well, Kurt. Show some love to one of our other locals here, Joe's Beauty from Post 1, and driver Steve Mason. And quite a bit of money on her right now, 4 to 5. She's dropped a little bit here.
Yeah, they must be listening to you, Scotty. Just as you were talking, she took a drop there. So
Yeah.
she was up at 12, 13 to 1. Now she's down to pretty close to co-favorite with Well Did now, as they're getting ready to go to the gate here for the Gary Shack Smith Memorial to end out the live portion of today's card. It was a great card, beautiful day, good action, great food. And we're glad you could be with us here today, and looking forward to doing it again next week. So one more time for old Shacko, ladies and gents, we're going to send them in. Gates in position, wings open, wheels are rolling. Last time today, we'll send it upstairs to track announcer Brock McCachran with the race call.
Thanks, Kurt. Race 7 starters are lining up behind the starting gate. Race 7 is the Gary Shack Smith Memorial Final. From the rail out, we have Joe's Beauty with Steve Mason, Jay's Little Spark with Dale Spence, Bugger Max with Mark Haig, Well Did with Paul Langell, Arrive Late, and Taylor Doyle. 5 of them. Everybody's got their nose on the gate. Gates at the top of the stretch. Here they come. This one's for you, Shack, old boy. There they go, off and pacing, center of the gate. Bugger Max firing hard from the inside. That's Joe's Beauty. Bugger Max outside, now the leader into the turn. Joe's Beauty left sharply. She'll go away in second. On the outside, that's Well Did. He's looking for the front, but he's caught out now. He's going to have to go to plan B as Langell grabs leather and he looks at the 4-hole. Things unsettled en route to the opening quarter. Joe's Beauty pop pocket on Bugger Max wasn't the right move. He'll now grab leather and try and ease his way back into the 2-hole as Bugger Max was having none of that. He's got the field to the opening quarter, 29 and 3. Bugger Max shows the way. Joe's Beauty right there in second. Jay's Little Spark has third. Well Did fired early, then had to take a seat in fourth, and at the back, Arrive Late. He's can see them all as the horses come in front of the fans first time around. They're chasing the 12-year-old son of Believin' Bruiser. This is Bugger Max, and he's halfway home for the Hagler. Bugger Max in command. Joe's Beauty the closest to him in second. Jay's Little Spark is third. They were by the half, a minute and 2 fifths, 30 and 4 in the second quarter. Bugger Max in command. Right there, Joe's Beauty biding her time from second. Jay's Little Spark is third. Here comes Well Did from fourth. The favorites on the move. Races on down the backside. It's still Bugger Max. Joe's Beauty's out of the pocket. She's driving on the outside. She gets the high lines from Mason. Up the inside goes Jay's Little Spark. Right there, second over. That's Well Did, and Arrive Late needs more from fifth by 3/4, 1:30 and 2, 30 seconds even in the third. It's still Bugger Max on top. Outside, Joe's Beauty not going away. No place to race right now for Jay's Little Spark. And 3 wide, here comes Will Did. They'll settle this one in the stretch. It's Bugger Max. Outside, Joe's Beauty still coming. Jay's Little Spark found a way through. Far outside, Will Did. And he won a 4 to the line. Inside, Bugger Max got the job done. It's close for second. Either Will Did or Jay's Little Spark. But Bugger Max scores in the Gary Shack Smith Memorial. Time for the mile, 2:01 and 3.
And second win on the program for the Gordon White Mark Haig combination. What a great race to finish off the Shack series here. And Bugger Max did all the work on the front end. What a hard-earned win here. He gets the win here, 29 and 3. What a well-rated mile. Minute 2/5 at the half, 1:30 and 2. And there you see them 4 across the racetrack. The favorite Well Did on the far, far outside. Just didn't have enough to pull it off today. And Bugger Max, got to give him credit. He did all the work on the front. And Jay's Little Spark in between horses, Well Did outside, and Joe's Beauty right there as well. But what a race to finish off the Shack series. Well, he would have loved that stretch drive, I'll tell you. And Bugger Max gets the job done here. Gordon White trains, co-owns with Dale Orr, Mark Haig driving. They'll be back in the winner's circle, taking the Gary Shack Smith Memorial Final for $5,000. We'll welcome back Bugger Max here in just a few moments.
Now making his way back in front of the fans comes the winner of race number 7. It's the 3-entry Bugger Max. He's a 12-year-old gelded son of Believin' Bruiser from the Admiral's Galley mare, Spurs Galley. He's owned by Gordon White and Dale Orr of St. John, New Brunswick. Gordon does the training. Mark Haig did the driving. He put the big fella on top all the way. Bugger Max stopped the clock today, 2:01 and 3. That is win number 1 on the season, win number 33 on his career. He scores in the Gary Shack Smith Memorial Final here. Cooler presentation in the winner's circle. Congratulations to the connections, Gordon White, Dale Orr, Mark Haig, and Bugger Max. And in honor of Gary's Maple Leafs, we did the cooler in blue and white. Congratulations, folks. That was a great race. Judges examining the place photo here, folks. It was close, but it was the 4 Well Did, just nosing out the 2 Jay's Little Spark for the deuce. Race number 7 will be headed official. Race 7 will be going official. The 1 Joe's Beauty was 4th. 2 Jay's Little Spark was 3rd. 3 Bugger Max, your race winner. The 4 Well Did was 2nd, and 5 Arrived Late was 5th. Top down your program should read 4, 3, 1, 2, 5 on the bottom. Fractions for race number 7. The quarter was up 29 and 3. Half minute and 2/5. 3 quarters 1:30 and 2. Mile time for your winner, number 3 Bugger Max, 2:01 and 3. The 3 Bugger Max returned $9.30 to win, $6.40 to place. 4 Well Did, $3.90 to place. $2 Exactor returns on a 3 all combination. 3 all is your winning. 3 all return. $2 Triactor, 342. The $40.70 for the $1 pick 5. $51.50 for the Triactor. the next 10, 15 minutes. Just please let these young horses do their thing.